The recent cabinet reshuffle brought in a serving military general into cabinet as State Minister of Trade General Wilson Mbasu Mbadi. However, this is not the first time that the President appoints a serving military general to cabinet. Former Chief of Defense Forces General Edward Katumba Wamala and General David Muhoozi are now ministers. Before them, the President also appointed former Chief of Defense Forces Aronda Nyakairima as a minister. However, the appointment of serving military officers has always been a concern of some Ugandans, especially those critical of government.
The last attempt Parliament made was to stop J.J. Odong from being appointed Minister for Environment until he retired. But subsequently, Museveni changed that when he appointed Aronda and bulldozed Parliament to pass Aronda to serve as Minister for Internal Affairs.
Section 99 of the UPDF Act of 2005 states that a serving military officer seeking political office shall first resign or retire from the defense forces. Article 208(2) of the Constitution also prohibits members of the armed forces from participating in partisan politics.
Because the Constitution is very clear. UPDF is supposed to be non-partisan. The reason is that the army is supposed to serve a government. When a government leaves, the army must remain and serve the next government. But the way we are structured now, it will be very difficult when Mr. Museveni and his group, the NRM, lose power for anyone to retain these officers who are straight and outrightly involved in partisan politics.
I don't think that it breaks the law, but somehow it complicates the idea of how public service is managed.
However, the UPDF spokesperson Brigadier General Felix Kulaigye says the President has not breached any law in appointing serving military officers to cabinet.
The three previous CDFs in succession have been appointed ministers. That was a debate in Parliament on late General Aronda, may he so rest in peace, and that matter was settled. If you recall, it was a very serious issue, very debated. The law was, all the laws were brought out, and we found the President was within the law to appoint a serving general in a ministerial position.
Brigadier Kulaigye says it is the responsibility of every Ugandan to support President Yoweri Museveni's manifesto, including military officers.
He is to support him to ensure that that mandate is fulfilled, that covenant is realized. That's what I expect from every Ugandan until the next election.
President Museveni has been doing some kind of cross-pollination between the regular public service and the military. Although the Constitution makes a very clear line between the civilian public service and the military public service, I think there is now some kind of amalgam between the army and the public service, depending on the wishes of the President.
However, it remains a matter of contention with the laws of Uganda restricting military officers from participating in partisan politics. The UPDF is still represented in Parliament with 9 military officers.
In Parliament, they are there fraudulently because they can't sit with the opposition. They are comfortable sitting with NRM and they vote with NRM. Just for the same message to be sent to the public that this NRM.
Jingo Francis, NTV.